I think I can confidently say in all my years in business that I have never seen an NDA enforced. In other words, if you decide to give a client, a customer, a business partner, and whomever an NDA and expect to be able to enforce the NDA, I've never seen it, ever. Now, the question is, should you have people sign NDAs? Is it worth it? And my answer might surprise you, because the answer is absolutely, positively, you have to have people sign NDAs. Now, the question is, why is it that if you can't enforce it, in fact, it's virtually impossible to enforce, because it's very hard to prove somebody has stolen your proprietary information that you've given them. It's just really difficult to do. That's why it's almost a folly to try and enforce it, but you should have people sign it every chance you get. Now, there's one exception, which I'll get to at the end. Now, why should you do it? Because it gives people pause. You're giving people notice. Hey, you've gotten something that is proprietary from us. You've signed an agreement with us that it is proprietary. Therefore, you might want to think twice before you give out my proprietary information to somebody you shouldn't, or use my proprietary information in a way that you shouldn't. That's your best defense. Now, what's the one group that you should never have sign an NDA? That's venture capitalists. They will not sign it. In fact, if you ask a VC to sign an NDA, they will look at you, smile if they're nice, and say, forget it, we don't sign NDAs. And there's a good reason why VCs don't sign NDAs. Number one, they're in the people business. They don't want to screw you. It's not in their best interest. Number two is they're not in the building of companies' businesses. That's your job. They're not there saying, oh, what a great idea you have. I'm going to go steal it and build a company around it. That isn't even in their thought process. They've got too much to do. They're investors. They're trying to make money. That's what it's all about for them. They don't have the time. So here's what will happen. You will give your information, a pitch deck, a whatever, to an investor. The investor may forward that on to somebody else, and essentially that's the cost of doing business for you. Now, your defense, this is the only defense you have, is at the bottom in the footer, put proprietary information to your company so that it's dated and it says proprietary to company X, whatever company X is that you have. That's it. That's all you can do. And besides that, if it gets forwarded on to somebody else, what are they going to do with it anyways? If your company is that easy to replicate based on a pitch deck, you're in a lot of trouble. I'm Brett at BrettJFox.com. Have a great, great day.